Hello, jerks. I'm back. Well, not really back. I just decided I was going to make a video today because something's actually happening. Got the 90 right here in the garage. 2016 is outside. Dadmobile out on the street. There's no more cum stain. I told you in the last video. It's gone. I sold it over 2 years ago. Stop asking. What's been going on? I know it's been a long time since I made a video. I don't make videos much anymore. I'm shifting my kind of focus from cars to filmmaking, and that's going pretty well. I just released my first film that I wrote, directed, produced, edited, did sound design, mostly did almost everything on it. Obviously I had a lot of help. You can't make a film by yourself, you just can't, or you shouldn't. Anyway, I'll put a link to the film in the description. I have a new YouTube channel as well that is my film production company called Good Egg Productions. Now, I've had Good Egg Productions for like 15 years. I used to be a photographer for very many years, but yeah, I kind of moved that into filmmaking. What's been going on the last couple months? Well, I got COVID, got sick, so that sucked. It's no joke, guys, wear a mask. I'm careful. I wore a mask pretty much everywhere I went, and I was working on a couple of film sets, and you know, actors can't always be masked up. So turns out one of the actors contracted it and was contagious. Anyway, I got it. Oh boy, did it suck. It sucked for at least a week. I was not doing well, but survived, recovered. Just got my first vaccination shot last week, so by the end of the month I'm gonna be 100% vaccinated. And yeah, so do your part, get your vaccinations, wear your masks, be smart, be safe. What are we doing today? Well, some of you might recall that years ago, I wasn't happy with how the 90 sounded. So I bought myself a exhaust, a catback exhaust. It was cheap. This exhaust. Now, this is not a good exhaust, and I just kind of wanted something different. I wanted something that sounded better. I think it was $160 or something like that, and yeah, anyway, it didn't go as well as I thought it would go. It's a little racy. Really loud. Huh. So now, this has actually been a journey that's been going on for a year. I did a lot of research on the internet, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos of everybody else who have changed their exhaust on a 1.6 Miata or a, you know, just an NA Miata. And I landed on Manzo. Manzo sounded, in my opinion, sounded the throatiest, the deepest without being ridiculous. Certainly there are other brands that I'm sure other people are using and are very happy with, but Manzo happened to be the one that I thought sounded the best. So last year I looked for it online, and I found it at this one retailer or shop or whatever, and unfortunately it was on back order, and they kept promising me, oh, it'll be in 3 weeks or something like that. And then 3 months later, after calling them a couple of times and keeping, you know, I kept getting that same, oh, you know, we're expecting it in about 3 weeks, and we're waiting on the manufacturer, we're waiting on Manzo to send us more. I was just like, you know what, screw it. Just cancel that. Forget it. It's not meant to be. And then maybe a couple weeks ago, I decided time to put a little bit, sink a little bit more money into the 1990. So I looked again for a Manzo exhaust, and would you not believe you couldn't find it anywhere. It's like they don't exist anymore. I went to, you know, auto parts stores, they didn't have it. I went to the online Miata places, they didn't have it. I looked on Amazon, they didn't have it. And then I found one, or, you know, somebody who was selling some, And the name of that place is newegg.com. Now, if anybody has anything to do with computers, you know that Newegg is the place where you buy graphics cards and motherboards and computers and monitors and stuff like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Newegg. They're selling auto parts now. And for some reason, they have a Manzo exhaust for a 31-year-old Miata. And here it is. So, the delivery was great. I mean, it was like, it shipped in like, I think it shipped in a day and a half after I ordered it, and then it showed up a day and a half after that. So it really only took 4 days to get here. Pretty good, Newegg, I guess. So let's get this unboxed, and we'll take a look at it. Also, I'm going to create some completely unbiased sound of the original exhaust starting up, revving to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and then a little bit of driving. And then I'll redo that with the new Manzo exhaust on it so you can hear exactly how different it sounds. So you're gonna get a pretty good unbiased idea of the difference between a stock exhaust and the Manzo exhaust once I get that on. So I guess let's get it out of the box, take a look at it, and then start installing it? Sure, okay, bye. All right, so here it is. It was really well packed. A lot of packing material, a lot of stuff to keep it safe while shipping. So it came to me in one piece. The welds look nice. Yeah. Came with 2 of the gaskets. I've got also the bolts, so everything came complete. The only thing that's a little ugly is the welds for the hangers. But you know, can't have anything. The exhaust is fistable, so I'm a little concerned that this is gonna look a little ricey. But what are you gonna do? So we're gonna get this bastard jacked up and give it a go. Alright, so here we are. We're under the car. Is this where all the sound goes? The sound is turned into heat? Is that what this does? I don't really understand how mufflers work. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you've got the right tools. I feel so safe. It's a 14. So I think by factory it's a 14. But don't use that because these are very, very tight. So I've got a big old boy and then a medium-sized boy. And then we'll kind of double team it to get the exhaust off of the cat. And then we'll work on getting all of the hangers off. I'll show you a trick for that later. Obviously the trick doesn't work all the time because I didn't feel necessary to put that one back on. All right, I think I got it now. I think this is what we call in the industry a camera tilt-a-upper. So yeah, just gonna put this on here. A lot like, and so clearly when I put this on last time, I didn't crank it down like a robot monkey. Yay for exhaust leaks, I guess. There we go. Yeah, same thing, not very tight. But I don't imagine it has to be. If you're doing this, it shouldn't take nearly as long as I'm going to take doing it. But, you know, I don't make many videos anymore. Just let me have this. Let me have this one. It is now disconnected from the cat, which is, ooh, super hot. That must be where magic happens. That's where the heat comes from. These just have to kind of wiggle it just a little bit to get those out. All right. There are 5 hangers that hold your stock crap to the car. I was using 4, but that's regardless. 3 of them are back here by the muffler. 1, 2, and 3. They're an absolute bear to get off, especially if you've never taken your exhaust off before. I'm a little lucky because I have taken mine off before. We'll see. I am bad at this. All right, muffler's still hot. YOLO. Yeah, you gotta really kind of talk to it in a very stern manner. There we go. Yeah. So, again, you gotta talk to it with, you know, some sort of parental force, but you can't make it angry because then it'll never come off. There's 2 ways to complete the mission. You can either pull the muffler off of this, or you can pull this off of the car. Whatever's easier. While I'm under here, I'm gonna take these dumb things off. It's pointless. There's no reason why you should do this, but I like to live dangerously. Let's tell a story. So when I bought my first Miata, they said the first thing you should do is take off the baby teeth because they look stupid. So I went around and took all my tie downs off, and I was happy for that because it's like, holy crap, these things weigh a ton. Now I'll go way faster. Obviously, you know, you do. You gain like 15 horsepower taking those things off. So when I had this car, it was always the plan to take those off, and I never got around to it. I don't know why, it just never happened. Let's fast forward 4 years, and I finally took them off. I was like, these are dumb. I'm just finally gonna take them off. 4 days later, maybe 3, I'm going to a meeting with some film people about a film that I'm gonna be working on. And I'm driving crazy fast because it was a great, beautiful day, and I was on a pretty open road, and all of a sudden, poof, everything stops. Motor stops, and I was confused. You know, I tried starting it up, starter motor was turning, nothing was happening, not even a chuckle, not even a chug. It turns out, you can open up your oil cap and look down into the cam. And if somebody tries starting your car, if the cam isn't turning, clearly you've broken your timing belt. Now I have taken off my tow straps, my tow hooks, and now I have to have the car towed. But that's, you know, Miata life. I had to have somebody drive me all the way back to my house, picked up the teeth, the baby teeth again, drove them out back to the car in that thing, put them back on the car, just to get it pulled up onto a flatbed, and then I had somebody replace my timing belt. And you're gonna say, Greg, why didn't you do it? You know how to do it, why didn't you do it? Well, because I didn't fucking feel like it, that's why. There comes a point in your life where you're just like, what's my time worth? What's my frustration worth? Is it worth paying somebody else to do that instead? And at that day, I said yes. End of story time. Whoops, that's quite a difference. So that's pretty much why your Miata, you can't hear it. And hopefully this is going to be why you can hear it. I feel like that's going to be in place of that. I know that's a resonator. And then this is, I think, a sound volumizer. Pretty sure this is just like a fart can producing something or other. Yeah. So clearly it comes out of here. That's just a 2-banger. Maybe a 3 if, yeah, she's friendly, 3. But this guy, girl, fist, and half your arm. Oh boy, I hope this doesn't suck. Okay, so we've got beautiful little brass hardware here, and I need to get one of these gaskets off of this and put it onto not this end but the other end so that I can connect it, and we'll do that. We're gonna just quickly test fit. There. All right, gonna throw the nuts on, and not going to tighten it down yet because we have to kind of move it around a little bit to get it to mate up to the other side or the other piece. So we're just gonna say that that's on. Test fit this. Oh yeah. We got clearances everywhere. Now, I hear tell that if you have a cross member piece, there's a cross member piece that goes, hold on a second, come here. So, on some Miatas, not mine, but on some, they've put in a cross member piece between this and this. You don't know what I'm pointing at. God, I'm bad at this. So between where the A arm, the lower control arm connects, they've put like a, I don't know, a bracing piece there. I don't have that because I have a 1990. I've seen it on other NAs, on NA6s, but I don't have one. So therefore, I don't have a problem. But you might be able to see right away that because of where this is, that would kind of be in the way of a support, a member, a piece right here. So that could be a problem for you, not a problem for me. If you ever want to take these off, don't. But if you ever want to take these off, there are 4 bolts that hold each one of them on. These two up here, these are 14s, 14 nuts. And then these two, even though they say 10 on there, they're 12s. So they're liars. They're little liar bolts. Don't listen to them. Once you've taken all those bolts out, or those nuts and bolts or whatever, it just literally just slides right out. These are easier to remove than the front ones. It's just, you do have to kind of jack up your car and get underneath because it's otherwise almost impossible to get to those bolts. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to mention while I was under here, and that's this heat shield. So one of the reasons why I wanted to replace my original exhaust was it was making a really weird noise sometimes. And what I'm discovering here is that this is a very thin, shitty piece of I don't know, steel. It's not aluminum. But you can see right here, it's cracked. It's cracked there, and it's cracked here around where it attaches. And I want to let you hear something. There it is. So I was hearing that every once in a while when the vibration of the car was just right. And it's basically where these are cracked. It kind of hits against, there it is. That's what I would hear. And I thought the exhaust was bad. I thought that my muffler was just, you know, screwed up or whatever. Turns out it's this heat shield, but so that's gonna go. And I believe those are just these are just 10s. Yep, that's just 10s. It's basically everything else that holds the Miata together. Okay, so there we go. We've replaced, or we've removed, I'm gonna say 5 pounds worth of metal that is unnecessary. And y'all know what that means. That means 8 more horsepower. Vroom. Plus, the old exhaust is a heck of a lot heavier than the new exhaust, so that's gonna also save some weight. But enough goofing around, let's put that piece in and have a listen to what it's like. Okay, so I kind of forgot to film me putting this into the hangers, but my goodness, was it easier than removing the old one. And even this very, very loose shit fit I have so much clearance here with the tip, just the tip, that really happy with it. So it's got clearance here. It's not gonna bang into my frame support. Okay, so I just tightened everything up, and I want to say that is a solid friggin' exhaust. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not sure if things are supposed to be more flexible. My only concern is right here where the I guess this is the hanger support, or the hanger, I guess. It touches the PPF. So that could create some sort of a vibration, but otherwise, man, this is solid. Here's what it sounds like from the driver's seat. Start up, and then we'll drive down the road a little bit. Kind of quiet. Wearing the mic. All right, sounds pretty good. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, it's already loud. It's almost too loud. The microphone I'm wearing is set to a level so it won't change when I change the exhaust. It's not angry bees. Well, it certainly sounds faster than it is. Well, okay, jerks, that is going to do it for the 90 Miata Manzo exhaust. Hopefully you I was able to figure out the levels and match them so that you can get a really good idea of the difference. That thing has served me well. It has exhausted for 31 years. So initial impressions are loud, much louder, and it's not a bunch of angry bees. So there's not very much, I mean, it does have a fart can-ish feel to it. However, it's not that high-pitched Civic fart can experience that I had 3 years ago. Very happy at the moment. I understand that, stop it. I understand that exhausts take a little time to kind of settle in, and over the next couple of months, I expect it to sound a little more refined and a little bit maybe better. Maybe I'll give you an update on that, but probably not. You know, I'm lazy. But again, the cars are looking handsome. And that's gonna do it for now, ladies and boys. If you have any questions about the Manzo exhaust, please ask. I'll be happy to answer. Installation was a breeze. Fit and finish of the product is amazing. And delivery from Newegg was great. That's all I got. Bye.